if you close your eyes.
Hey, what's up, Avengers? It's Firehound57 here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video, and today is episode number 4 of the Minecraft Hacker. If you guys don't know what the Minecraft Hacker is, the Minecraft Hacker is a series I do where I show you guys little Minecraft tips and tricks to hopefully help you guys play the game a little easier and faster. In this episode of the Minecraft Hacker, I'll be showing you guys little faction tips and tricks, and if you don't know what faction is, I'll have a little section in the description explaining the game mode. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the episode. The first tip I have for you guys is probably the best tip you can ever get for factions. I never would have thought of this. I saw this on another video, and that is making a base decoy. So I'm going to quickly explain this. So basically, this is a good way to hide your base and pretty much make people just pass you. So what you want to do is you want to build your base completely underground, you know, as low as you want it. Make sure it is claimed so that way when people do walk above ground, it does show that there's a faction there. Now, what you want to do is above ground, make a little base right above where your base is, not, you know, kind of a newbie base, and then make it look like it's griefed and raided and stuff, so that way when people go by and see the tag that there's a faction there, they'll see the other base that was purposely griefed by you, and they'll think it's just an abandoned faction and move on, and they won't think to actually look underground. This helps to prevent your base from getting raided, griefed, you know, whatever. It's a really good tip, and I really recommend you guys do that. My second tip for you guys is to make as many allies as you can, guys. Please make allies, because the more allies you have, the less chance you have of getting raided, but also it does have one downside to it. If you find your allies faction, I recommend not griefing them, because, you know, they won't be your allies and they'll kind of get the word around. So make many allies, unless you do, you know, kind of want to be enemies with the rest of the server. I don't see why you would want to be, but, you know, if it's kind of an optional tip, guys, to make allies. Alright, my third tip is kind of an obvious tip if you've been playing factions for a while, but if you're just now starting factions, here is a huge tip. Never accept strangers into your faction. I know, even if you do want friends to play with, never accept a stranger into your faction unless you know them, because they can betray you very easily. I've had it happen to me many times in my early days of factions. Though, you know, as soon as you log off, they'll leave your faction, start their own, and grief you, take everything you have. Do not, and now it won't always happen, but a majority of the time, it will happen. So please, guys, do not accept strangers into your own faction. Alright, now for tip number 4, and tip number 4 is to make a secret chest. Now, a lot of you probably already do this. Once again, another little tip for starter players for factions. Make sure you have a secret chest, and hide it good too, guys. You don't want it to be a chest, you know, you go to every time you go mining or something. Something only super valuables and backup items can be. So that way, if you do get raided and griefed and stuff, you know, you have a backup chest somewhere. It doesn't have to be near your base, you know. It can be a little farther away from your base, as long as it's accessible and really hard to get to. Make sure you have a secret chest to keep all your backup items in and valuables. Alright, now for tip number 5, and tip number 5 is to stay far from spawn. This will help you so much, and I don't mean, you know, just go 200 blocks and build a base. I mean, you gotta go far. I remember on one faction server playing a while back, I think we spent literally a whole hour just going away from spawn. The farther away you get, you know, the less factions there will be, the less people that would be going there. So if you really want to prevent being raided, you know, definitely go far. Because there's a smaller risk of getting raided, obviously, and there's not as many factions around you, so, you know, you have a better place, a better chance of not getting raided, and a better place to actually create your faction. Alright, everyone, but that's all the tips I have for you today. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to drop a like, and as always, a subscription to my channel is appreciated, and thanks so much for watching, buddy, and bye-bye!